Hello and welcome in another episode of Derail Valley, where I am doing my best to drive virtual locomotives without causing major disaster. Or do I? Anyway, before we begin, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already, and follow up with bell button to turn on the notifications and stay up to date with my latest content. Right. So, in today's episode, as you probably remember the last one, we left off with some shunting operations being done, and that's perfectly fine. However, by finishing this task, we somewhat blocked ourselves from performing another available task. Well, we unlocked one, and we blocked ourselves from doing another one. So before I began this episode, or before I actually began recording this episode, I had to do some magic around the yard to actually make sure that I can perform at least one of those tasks. So you should see that on your screens already. I'm in the game window and my locomotive seems to be parked where I left it last time. The difference is that behind the wagons that we left on this siding last time, there's no more. Where are they? Well, they haven't gone far. I just removed them from that location, which took quite a while because I had to move everything between different sidings in order to take these bad boys. So there is 5 of those, and they are on the main track blocking it. Not exactly the safest way to leave the cargo around the yard, I'm not gonna lie, but I am going to benefit from that situation somewhat. Because, let me just bring the task that I'm going to accept very soon. It's not going to pay me a lot, but I need those 5 wagons to be there in order to prepare myself to depart to harbor in town. And now I'm about to basically finish my preparations before I can actually depart and head on my merry way. So I won't accept this task just yet. I will first couple those wagons to my faithful and very well maintained so far locomotive. And the question is, why did I pick this task? Why I haven't picked the task to deliver those wagons that I got pretty much almost attached to my locomotive? Well, it would be an option. It is still an option. The problem is that our locomotive, as you can probably see in the corner next to the map, is running out of fuel, or we are pretty much about to hit halfway through our fuel tank. So when we arrive to our destination, we will definitely want to service that locomotive. And it turns out that goods factory in town doesn't have a diesel servicing station, which is present in harbor and town. So taking cargo to harbor and town will benefit us more. So let me just start this bad boy. There we go. Reverser is set to forward. Okay, let's turn the brakes off. Fantastic. And now let's pick up those wagons that are waiting for us before we head to station office to quickly accept the job and head on our merry way. And that is pretty much a plan for today's episode. As soon as we arrive at the station, it should pretty much make enough long video for wrapping up this video. Anyway, we've just barely started the video and we are already talking about finishing it. Well, as always, I'm running way ahead of myself, isn't it? Oh well, but that's just me. I'm always a little bit ahead of myself, so even I don't know how I'm supposed to work with myself. Oh my goodness. Right, anyway, let me just brake really hard. Ooh, I would probably squeeze my face into that glass if I would do that in real life. But, well, in the game I don't have to worry about it. Right, let me just put that switch and let's reverse to pick those wagons. Hopefully I won't crash into them in a first few seconds of the video to make a first derailment in a new career. I'm actually hoping to avoid any derailment because I'm playing on a hardcore difficulty level. That's why rewards for all the jobs that I'm going to perform is gonna get lower. So actually not damaging anything more than the normal tear and wear will definitely benefit us in many more ways than we could actually imagine. And because damaging the cargo is... Ooh, we actually smacked into those wagons quite hard. But we still should be okay. Right, so let's attach this locomotive to those wagons. There we go. Brake pipes ready, everything is sorted, that is prepared, and loco can be left running. Right, let's quickly jump into station office. I should be there in a second. There we go. Let's pick up our paper with the job description, and the job is now accepted. So let's verify it. Yes, those were wagons that were present on B10 sidings. We just picked it up, and we need to deliver them to harbor and town and leave them at G5I. Okay. So, let me just bring the station map and let's find harbor. Because this is one hell of a harbor overview. Okay. And we need to get to a siding G. Oh my goodness, this is one hell of a complicated station, I have to admit. Right. So let me just quickly bring out, where is world map? Oh dear, no, I was actually hoping to bring the world map. Okay, so we are going to arrive from the west, which is here, and upon arrival we need to turn left, go straight ahead, follow up straight ahead. No, so that's left, left, right, left, and we are on G siding. Okay, we need to leave this map first. Anyway, we accepted the task, so let's get the ball rolling. We can check the maps as we are heading towards the station. Let me bring the world map. So we need to turn left, 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 right, and left. Okay, so that's gonna be our junctions schematics. Okay, okay. We should be alright with that. Let's send some horns towards eventual people or vehicles that might get in our way. There's probably nothing that's gonna get in our way, but just in case. And we are now departing. This is going to be fun. Right, G5I, alright. I have to admit that harbor is one hell of a complicated station. It's a bit beyond my expectations, but we should be okay. So let's bring the map. Okay, next junction we need to turn left, yes. Okay, we need to bear that in mind. We can start speeding up. We also need to watch on those signs next to the tracks, So they tell us the speed limit of this track, and 10 means 10 times 10 because each individual number means that the speed limit is times 10. So 8 will mean 80 and so on and so on. Those square signs will inform me what's the grade of the tracks ahead. So depending on which side this grading is pointing to, it will inform me if I'm going to go downhill, uphill, or on even ground. So that sign behind me, which is saying 6 and has that symbol going downhill, means that I will have to go uphill. In fact, is it? Or maybe it's gonna inform me that I'm gonna have to go downhill. I will have to... Oh yeah, so that 6-1 is telling me that I'm gonna go downhill, and that 9-1 is informing me that I am going uphill, which I'm in fact doing. That's why... Oh, that's why my loco is struggling a little bit to actually pull that cargo, which is pretty heavy. I haven't checked what's exact weight of that thing, but I believe it is significant enough to actually cause some problems. Okay, we got pretty high speed limit, but it is not easy to actually speed up going uphill. I'm going to use some sand from my reserves. I still got plenty of it, so I should be perfectly okay. I'd still like to preserve some of my resources, but well, I guess that's the best I can do. Right, I am slowly approaching my next junction, so I need to keep my eyes peeled. And where is that? Comms radio needs to be picked right about now. The speed limit is 80. Right, I can turn off the sander. 45. 50. Yeah, okay. I should be okay. So now this one is trying to take me right. I need to go to the left. So to the left, the speed limit will be 70. But the junction itself has a speed limit of 50. So I need to keep my eyes on the clocks, because I might eventually drop this cargo. Okay, I'm doing pretty good. And I have to admit that this patch introduced very important feature, which is stable platforms. It's much better to travel right now, especially when the speed limits are in place and they are much higher than they used to be. Before patch, if I would be driving along this route with speed of 50, I could in fact... Oh no. Oh, shoot. Right. That was close. I've been going a little bit too fast, but from what I can see, we can actually get away with some small mistakes. Anyway, engine temperature is getting higher and higher, so I might need to... Yeah, I definitely need to reduce the throttle a little bit in order to give my loco some time to cool down. But that's what you get when you are traveling uphill. We are now going downhill a little bit, which is going to help us in many ways. So let's make sure that brakes are released. Yeah, the engine is definitely slightly too hot. Let's see, is the temperature... Yeah, the temperature is actually rising. Oh. That is no good. I need to watch out on that. Let's see. Okay. We are getting there, but with this engine temperature, it might not be that easy. And I don't know if you noticed, but we can't hear the train, so there's definitely some work to be done, at least on this route. I'm not sure if this is an issue with this part of the track, or if perhaps this type of wagons doesn't generate a sound, but I can't hear them giving me any like wheel sounds and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, those platforms should be a bit louder than they are. Anyway, we are slightly on overheat side of this engine, so I need to reduce the speed. I'm actually surprised that we are not picking up the speed, regardless of the fact that I'm going downhill at the moment, and I can actually see that I'm going downhill, and the loco is not speeding up, which is kind of surprising. I managed to burn some fuel, and I just don't seem to be able to speed up. Anyway, the engine is cooling down, so I will be able to pick some speed really soon. Yeah, I'm going uphill, it appears, yes. I will try to pick some speed before my engine overheats, and we are now okay with that. So hopefully, the speed limit gets tougher, 60 kilometers per hour. So let's see what's up ahead. Okay, there's gonna be another junction really soon. But what I need to be concerned about right now is, wow, apart from the good views that we have, is my speed, because I have a feeling. Okay, that went up to 80 in fact, so that's even better. Oh, goes down to 60. Yeah, so we need to definitely watch out on that, because suddenly we might find ourselves in a situation where we need to slow down. Oh, there's that hill, and behind that hill there might be something hidden when it comes to nasty surprises. Anyway, we need to keep our speed in check, right? I need to reduce the engine load, and let's see, I need this switching device. Oh, see, 50. There we go. We could have accidentally caught ourselves in a very nasty situation, but right now we are doing exactly 50, and we just need to change that switch. There we go. Oof. We've been exactly at the right speed. it could have ended really, really bad if we would be driving any faster. And that's another 50 speed limit, and we are picking up the speed. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was close, that was close. Oh dear, that junction is... Wow. The speed limit in here is 40. Wow. 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 Suddenly, this route became a little bit tougher than it is. Or than it used to be right now. Right, surprises, surprises, and we are just below halfway through our fuel tank. Right, let's see, the world map tells me that next junction we need to turn left. So we need to definitely keep an eye on that. And I'm not gonna lie, I do know that route. Oh yes. Well, that's maybe not exactly the same route that I took last time when I derailed, but if you watched any of my previous episodes from this series, which should be part of the playlist that should pop up on your screens on top right corner right about now, you will probably notice that I derailed in the same area, heading to the same station. And maybe, as I say, it's not exactly the same stretch of tracks, but it was pretty much this area, and I'm really scared. I'm really scared because last time everything went perfectly fine, and at one point I just went slightly too fast, and I've been going 40 kilometers per hour in fact, and it's turned out to be way faster than I'm supposed to go. Right now I'm going 45 kilometers per hour. It is within a speed limit, and it's, well, and my train seems to be doing pretty fine. Now the speed limit goes up to 80, which is making me happy, but again another turn and it goes down to 60. So definitely developers need to work out stable speed limit, because like on a railway there is no point in putting like 80 speed limit if next turn oh dear. Yeah, for some reason I had like a 40 speed limit just all of a sudden. I could have dropped my cargo if that turn would actually be really 40 speed limit. I've been doing like 10 kilometers above, so we definitely need to keep that in check and take all those speed limits with a pinch of salt, because that could have ended really bad really quick. Anyway, we should be approaching our next junction set, and we need to remember to switch those switches. And this sign informed us that we are gonna go downhill. Spawning trains. Oh yeah, because we are approaching harbor and town. Now we are going downhill, which is being reflected on our speed. We are okay with the speed limit though. Are we? That's a 50. Oh my goodness. No. I am definitely not going to go above 50. Right, however, using a train brake might be a little bit overkill. So if you are going downhill and your train is picking up speed, instead of using train brake, you might resort to use locomotive brake instead to just to keep your speed in check. There we go. To block all those wagons from pushing you. But with high responsive time, because obviously this type of brake is very responsive. Right, anyway, we are on the right track right now. It is gonna be a bit slow. As you can see, well, the speed limit here is 60 on that turn. I can't believe in that. Anyway, we are going downhill. Yeah, there we go. A speed limit of 40 with a downwards gradient. So we are picking up speed. So again, locomotive brake, and here we go. We are able to keep our speed at the right pace without using entire train brake. Right, 70, which means that I can let my train to pick up some speed, which is very good. And now we are going uphill, and the speed limit goes up to 60, which is very, very convenient for us. Right, let's quickly check on the map. Yeah, we are approaching the station, which means that really soon we should be able to see that station. I am going to use right, I need to use train brake. Oh my goodness. Right, I need to turn left. Oh my goodness. This was actually a tough arrival. Right, anyway, I can release the brakes. I'm moving with the right speed. Right. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right. So I turned left. Now I need to go straight ahead on this one. And I think it's already set up for me. Yes, straight ahead, which is left. And then I need to turn right on the next one. Oh dear, oh dear. This is one complicated station, I'm telling you that. Anyway, somehow we managed to go through this station, and as you can see, the speed limits on this one are really, really tough. 20 kilometers per hour on this turn. If we would go faster, there's actual real risk to derail our train. Right, anyway, we need to keep that in check. So that is just a roundhouse. There is another. Yeah, that's this junction set, and we need to keep this one to the left. Okay, we are on the right one. We are doing 18 kilometers per hour. I think that's fairly reasonable. So let's leave it. There is another shunter locomotive. There's a whole lot of those locomotives, in fact. We got 3 of those brand new ones, and a steam loco as well. Yeah, this is one rich station, I'm telling you that. Right, let's keep an eye on the map. So we are up here. Now we need to turn right and then left in order to get to G junction. That's our next junction that needs to be flicked. There we go. So this one will take us there, and then that one will take us to the left, and that's gonna be siding G, where we can leave those rail cars. Wow, this is one hell of a complicated station, I'm telling you that. Right. So that is the one. Okay, this track is joining and it's joining so that, yeah, I need to switch this one and then I need to switch this. No, I don't need to switch this one because it's gonna take me to the left. Right. And when it takes me to the left, I'm gonna end up on a G siding. Harbor B, C, D, E, F, G. Right. So let's leave that and we need to end up G5I, which is first one to our right. Wow, it is one hell of a complicated station, I'm telling you that. Right, let's give it a horn. Now I need to keep that in control. So I want to turn right on the first one, which is a good one, and right on this one, and then left on another one. Okay, and that is 5I. And this siding happens to be empty, which is very convenient for us because I can just arrive, drop the cargo, and then sprint into the station office. That's very, very convenient. It removes the need to actually do any shunting operations. Right, so I don't need this booklet to be with me, but I need this one to be with me. Just look at this, that variety of different cargo. It is a huge and massive station. I think we are going to spend quite a big chunk of our career on this one, performing different shunting operations between all those sidings. Is this going to be exciting? Perhaps yes, perhaps no. But this is, I think, the biggest station in the entire game. So if there is any better place for us to actually... Right, if there is any better place for us to actually find ourselves in, then I don't know where it is, because that is technically the station that should offer us the biggest variety. Oops, oh, I might have left those wagons loose. Right, that wasn't a proper way to unplug those wagons, so right now there are no brakes on these. Oh well, I guess nobody noticed. Right, can reduce those brakes and let's move the loco just a little bit, just by a tiny touch, so that we can detach from those wagons. Okay, all done. So now loco brake and engine stop. There we go. And let's pick up the paper and let's find the station office. Where is it? It's a good question. I might need to check the paperwork, but I think I saw it somewhere in here on the map. That station, no, that is not station office. Right, we need to find, oops, we need to find the office really quick. Oh, these are passenger platforms. They were announced in the patch notes, so we will eventually get access to some sort of passenger trains, right? I really would like to find a station office. Where is station office though? Come on, come on. I'm running out of time. Station office, please. Perhaps this siding? Yeah, that looks like a place where we could have a station office. There's a shop. That's for sure. So perhaps a station office is somewhere nearby. Is it? Not really. Right. I did give up. I need to find a station map. So 5i. Okay. So once more, we are next to 5i. Oh my goodness me. That's what you get when you first arrive on a station, that you don't have any idea where things are. So let's see. Okay, station office. Oh no. Where is that? Overview. Okay, station office should be somewhere here. Yeah, there should be some. Okay, and oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, that is station office. Okay, job validator. Oh no. There we go, and let's 25 minutes. You elapsed bonus time. Yes. We did it. We made it. Let's how much? How much? $9,000. Let's have a look. Right. So we received our base pay of $6,134, and we also received a time bonus pay for a total of $3,067. There is no damage made to Derail Valley property or environment, which is good. So that means no environmental damage as well, because it was already said. Good. So our job records are showing that we are doing really great. Right, so I can throw this here, and yeah, my fuel is low. So I will have to do that in perhaps the next episode. We will see what I'm gonna do then. Until that time, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new uploads, hit that notification bell button, and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Later. Out.